Hi, this is Christian Colabelli, Spin and Cast Sales at Douglas Outdoors, and I'm here to introduce you to our flagship line, the XMATRIX. These feature Fuji Alkanite guides with ceramic inserts and an ergonomic Fuji reel seat with hidden threading for all-day comfort when you're out in the water. The XMATRIX line offers a wide variety of technique-specific models for both fresh and inshore applications. These rods are high-performance machines and offer superior fish fighting capability. These rods are lightweight and balanced and consist of our own proprietary blend of Toray carbon fiber and graphite. Backed by a lifetime warranty, enter the XMATRIX and feel the difference. This is the XMATRIX DXS 663F. This is a 6'6", medium light powered fast action rod, and this is affectionately known as the sawed-off shotgun. This was designed in conjunction with Jimmy Reese, and it was really made to skip docks. And if you can see right here, we have this nice short flared out handle and that medium light action, which really allows you to fling these baits and keep it accurate in tight quarters. If you're skipping docks, you want the sawed-off shotgun.
Introducing the XMATRIX DXS 683XF. It's a 6'8", medium light, extra fast action rod designed in conjunction with Mike Urema from I1 Baits to excel at blade baiting. But this rod is also an excellent all-around finesse rod.
This is the XMATRIX DXS 610 3F. This is a 6'10", medium light powered fast action rod, and this is an absolutely phenomenal all-around finesse rod. If you're looking to drop shot, this is one rod that you really want to consider. It has a fast action tip that's very responsive and transmits bottom contact beautifully. Check this thing out.
Introducing the XMATRIX DXS 610 3XF. It's a 6'10", medium light power, extra fast action rod. For all those anglers that prefer to throw their jerkbaits on spinning gear, this is the rod for you. You can also get into finesse techniques if you prefer an extra fast tip.
This is the XMATRIX DXS 702 3MF. This is a 7-foot, light-powered, 3-piece, moderate fast action travel rod. So this is a great light-duty application stick. If you're fishing in the winter and you want to throw micro crankbaits, this is your stick. If you have a float and fly rig, this is your stick. If you're going after crappie, panfish, this is what you want to pick up. If you're throwing light spinners for trout, take this thing out. Great travel rod, super light, super balanced.
Introducing the XMATRIX DXS 7043F. This 7-foot, medium power, 3-piece fast action travel rod can handle a wide variety of techniques, and it's great for targeting a multitude of species.
This is the XMATRIX DXS 704F. This is a 7-foot, medium-powered, fast-action rod. This is a quintessential all-around rod. You can throw a wide variety of techniques. It's at home throwing both treble hooks and jig hooks. If you have one spinning rod in our lineup, this is probably the one to pick up.
Introducing the XMATRIX DXS 724XF. This 7'2", medium-power, extra fast-action rod is another great all-around rod in our lineup. Whether you're dragging or drop shotting around heavy cover, this is a rod that you want to have in your arsenal.
This is the XMATRIX DXS 744XF. This is a 7'4", medium power, extra fast action rod, and it's great for jigging. It especially excels at finesse football jigs, and the longer length allows you to bomb it out, and you can really feel bottom contact. Check it out.
Introducing the XMATRIX DXS 763XF. This 7'6", medium light, extra fast action rod excels at getting those finesse swim baits as far away from the boat as possible with maximum casting length. Your hair jigs and even drop shot can be thrown on this rod. Check it out.
This is the XMATRIX DXS 785F. This is a 7'8", medium heavy, fast action rod. This rod has a variety of uses. I was out on the Housatonic River last week throwing A-rigs on a spinning rod with this. It's also utilized in the striper world This is a great snap jigging rod. It will handle 40-pound cow striper. If you're looking for a little bit heavier duty application and you want that longer length for casting and bottom contact, this is the rod to pick up.
Introducing the XMATRIX DXS 710-3 MF. This 7'10", medium light, moderate fast rod is loved by one of our pros, Garrett Paquette. He loves throwing his marabou jigs up in those northern waters, and the length of this rod allows him to cast those super light marabou jigs a far distance from his boat. It also allows you, with the action of this rod, to keep those fish pinned in the corner of their mouth all the way to the boat.
This is the XMATRIX DXS 804F. This is an 8-foot medium power fast action rod, and this thing is a meat stick. One of our pro guides, Nathan Barber, out on the West Coast, actually has a record striper on this rod, and he's using this rod to throw a G-Rat Sneaky Pete, believe it or not. So he's throwing a glide bait on a spinning rod, and he's handled a world record striper on it, and he absolutely loves this rod, and you will too if you like throwing big baits on a spinning rod. This is the XMATRIX DXC 684F. This is a 6'8" medium power fast action rod. If you like throwing jerkbaits, this is the stick you need to try out. It's super light, super sensitive, and that fast action tip gives enough to really cushion trebles. It has great secondary action when a fish is pinned. This is the rod for jerkbait fishing. Also very good for finesse applications as well. This is a great finesse football jig rod. It's a sleeper.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 685 XF. It's a 6'8", medium heavy, extra fast action. This is great for that compact jig rod or Texas rig rod. Great for close quarters combat, or if you just like a shorter blank.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 703 MF. This is a 7-foot, medium light, moderate fast action rod. If you like throwing smaller treble hook baits, this is the rod for you. If you're throwing smaller wakes, top waters like a popper or a whopper flopper 70, or even micro crankbaits, or just smaller crankbaits, this is the rod you want to pick up. That moderate fast tip really cushions the treble hooks.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 704M. This is a 7-foot, medium power, moderate action rod. This is your bread and butter crankbait rod. For those square bills or other baits with treble hooks, the moderate action will keep those hooks pinned in the fish's mouth and get them to the boat.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 715F. This is a 7'1", medium heavy power, fast action rod. Now we're starting to get into the all-around performance rods here, and this 715, depending on your preference, can be utilized for a variety of techniques. I really like to throw, depending on the conditions, chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, buzzbaits. You can throw Texas rigs on this. You can throw jigs on this. If you're going to grab one rod, this is one in our lineup that I would say to have in the boat for just utility duties. It's great.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 724F. It's a 7'2", medium power, fast action rod. Great for all around use, but it really shines if you throw those flukes or even smaller paddle tail swim baits. This is the rod for you. Great all around rod.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 744F. This is a 7'4", medium power fast action rod. It's a great rod for larger Texas rigs and jigs, but what you may not know is that it's a phenomenal rod for larger jerkbaits like a Canada. It has that fast action tip and enough backbone to really be able to manipulate the bait, and then once a fish is hooked up, it has secondary action to bend down in the blank and keep them pinned.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 745F. It's a 7'4", medium heavy, fast action rod. Great for Texas rigging, jigs, and all around. This rod right here punched Kyle Patrick's ticket, Lake of the Ozarks, to his Elite Series. Check it out.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 746XF. This is a 7'4", heavy power, extra fast action rod. This thing is substantial. If you love frogging, if you love punching, if you love pulling big bass out of the slop, this is the rod you need to pick up. It's got a really great tip section that allows you to walk a frog with ease, and it's got a lot of firepower on hand. And you can also throw swim baits with it. I have thrown both a crawler and a soft swim bait and have absolutely hammered fish. Check it out. This is the XMATRIX DXC 755F. This is a 7'5" medium heavy power fast action rod. This is a fantastic rod for ledge fishing with big Magnum shaky heads. You can throw flutter spoons on it. You can also frog with it. It's really good heavy duty application rod depending on your preference. Check this thing out.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 763 MF. It's a 7'6" medium light, moderate fast action rod, designed in conjunction with Douglas Pro John Pearl from Clear Lake, California. This is designed to throw the LV500, and it's your all-around lipless crankbait rod. This is the XMATRIX DXC 764 MF. It's a 7'6" medium power, moderate fast action, really designed for those big M from Mega Bass, the depths of Oak 4.0, or any of your bigger, beefier crankbaits that you want to get down deep. This rod will do it all. This is the XMATRIX DXC 764F. It's a 7'6" medium power fast action rod. Great for those spinner baits or bladed jigs. The length of this rod really gives you maximum castability.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 765F. This is a 7'6" medium heavy power fast action rod. This is our quintessential umbrella rig rod. It's absolutely phenomenal at throwing the big bulky baits and keeping fish pinned with its secondary action. It's also great for mid-range swim baits, anything in the 2-ounce range, whether it's glide baits, wake baits, soft swim baits. It can handle both treble and jig hook applications. This is a great all-around heavy-duty rod.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 765 XF. It's a 7'6" medium heavy power, extra fast action rod built for that light duty flipping and frogging. It's got a great tip section, and the extra long length helps you make bomb casts across pads.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 766 XF. This is a 7'6" heavy power, extra fast action rod. And this is basically the longer version of the 746 XF. This is a phenomenal rod for frogging, for punching, for really pulling giant fish out of the slop. This is the one you want. It's got a tapered full handle. It allows you to cast a little bit further, and it's got a lot of firepower on hand. Check this thing out. This is the XMATRIX DXC 784F. This is a 7'8" medium power fast action rod. This is another great heavy duty application rod if you're fishing mid-sized swim baits, larger crankbaits, Magnum flutter spoons, even big jigs or giant shaky heads off of a ledge. This is the rod you might want to consider. I love fishing DRT tiny clashes on this rod because it's got a really sensitive tip section and it allows you to manipulate the bait with ease, and it's got great secondary action when a fish is hooked up. Check it out.
The XMATRIX DXC 711-5F. It's 7'11", medium heavy with a fast action. This rod is great if you want that extra long handle and length for casting distance with those medium to large glide baits, swim baits, or even umbrella rigs.
This is an XMATRIX DXC 711-6XF. This is a 7'11" heavy power, extra fast action rod. And this is a great light duty punching rod. It's got a longer length. It's a matter of style. Certain anglers like a longer rod for punching. This will handle anything up to 1.5 ounces. And it's got great balance and a nice moderate taper, even though it has that extra fast tip. It will keep fish pinned once you get them hooked up in that thick stuff and get them out.
This is the XMATRIX DXC 711-6FD. It's a 7'11", heavy power, fast action rod with our new and improved detachable handle design. We added extra length based on our previous model with a detachable option that allows you safe travel or safe storage. The backbone of this rod allows you to throw the Depths 250 or my personal favorite, a Defiant 210.
This is an XMATRIX DXC 805 FD. This is an 8-foot, medium heavy power, fast action, detachable handle swim bait rod. And this new detachable handle is absolutely killer. We extended the handle length about 1.5 inches over our previous model. It's great for storage and for travel, and it's got this nice tapered feel. And you'd be hard pressed to find a more balanced and lighter swim bait rod that can handle throwing huge glide baits. I mean, this thing throws a Depths 250 like a Senko, and it's also great for throwing a Huddleston. If you want to swing for the fences, pick one of these things up. This is the XMATRIX DXC 805 MFD. This is an 8-foot, medium heavy, moderate fast, detachable handle rod. And this is a very specialized rod, and it's kind of cool because it exists in both the salmon ecosystem and the bass ecosystem. This is phenomenal for throwing deep diving crankbaits. This can handle about 1.5 ounces, and if you like throwing like a 10XD, this thing is the rod to pick up. It will allow you to maximize casting distance with the 8-foot length, and when you maximize casting distance, you maximize the depth that a crankbait can achieve. And this is why this rod is so beneficial. The moderate fast taper is phenomenal for keeping treble hooks pinned, and you've even got this really cool 3K carbon handle. Don't sleep on this rod. This is the XMATRIX DXC 807F. This is an 8-foot, extra heavy, fast action rod, and you are looking at the elephant gun of our lineup. If you want to throw monster swim baits, this is the rod to pick up. You would be hard pressed to find a lighter, more balanced rod that can handle seriously heavy artillery. If you want to throw a Batesmith Magnum, a Defiant 247, a Gancraft 303 Magnum, this is the rod to pick up. This is the XMATRIX DXC 835M. This is an 8'3", medium heavy power, moderate action rod, and this is another rod that exists in both the bass ecosystem and the salmon ecosystem. In the bass world, I absolutely love to use this for treble hook swim baits if I want to cover distance. That 8'3" length allows you to bomb cast a bait like a 8-inch triple trout or a 10-inch triple trout out and cover tons of water, and that moderate action really keeps fish pinned when they hook up. Check this thing out. Don't sleep on it.